Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Alright, today is still the 8th of February. It is Tuesday, 2022, and it's lightly snowing now. It's kind of slowed down, which is not a bad thing. We will take that all day long. Look at them doing their little domination games with poor little Hella. They're actually, when they're out here in the run and the weather's decent enough where they can stay out here for more than a minute to do their business, they're so much fun to watch because all they do is play. And that's good because that's what Hella needed. She needed, Caesar and Pandora, they're almost 4. And, Hella's not even 2 years old yet. So for them to put her in her place is definitely a good thing. All right, so topic of the video: the sky is falling. The sky is falling. Let's be Chicken Little for a minute, okay? There's a lot of information coming around, guys, all the time. We are all inundated with it constantly, right? World War III's coming. There's going to be the next virus coming. There's going to be a grid down situation coming. There's going to be this, there's going to be that, there's the other thing coming. There's all these things that are coming. What are we going to do, right? These are things we got to think about. Why is there a box? Oh, it's a pack. I'm looking. Why is there a box sitting there? UPS. Thanks, UPS. No, heaven forbid. I know it would be very difficult to walk to there and put it on the steps. You're going to put it out here. Idiots. I know what this is. So, I'm just like, really? I mean, look how difficult. I mean, this is a very, there's no way you can get past that. I don't know, I'm like, why is there a box sitting there like that? Anyhow. Okay, so, you need to be afraid of this. You need to be afraid of that. This is going on. That's going on. Be afraid, be afraid, be afraid. The sky is falling, right? The sky is falling. A lot of that going on. A lot of that type of stuff happening. Keeps people bouncing in 10 different directions. But I want you to think about a couple things. Oh, here comes Mr. Buddy. What's up there, pal? What are you doing? You want to go back in? Are you ready? Okay, let's go. I know what you want. Sorry, I have a full-time job, and so I need to address that. Very important. Very important. All right. There we go. The way he did it, come running out to me like that, that was very, very funny. He's like, oh, excuse me, sir, I'm ready to go in now. You'll open the door. All right, so there's a lot of things to keep us in fear constantly, and it's obviously being pushed from all angles all the time. What I want you guys to remember, what I'm trying to do, I don't want you to be afraid. It's not what I want. I don't want you living in fear. I want you to make clear-headed decisions on what you do, what your choices that you're doing. Prepping is not about living in fear. Prepping is not about that. Prepping is about, again, like anything else, hedging your bets for the unknown. So prepping is a smart thing to do no matter what, because obviously we never know what's going to happen. Again, S.H.T.F, guys, does not have to be the end of the world we know it event. Oh my God, Yellowstone's going to go and it's going to be the end of the world as we know it. Well, guess what? If Yellowstone ever goes again, which it will eventually at some point, that will be the end of the world as we know it at that point. Will we be here or will we not be here? Not a clue in the world. Those are type of events that you're not really going to have a whole lot of say-so in what happens with them. Okay? They're really not. But an S.H.T.F event can be loss of a job, sickness, death in the family that keeps you out, an injury, broken arm, broken leg, keeps you out of work for a long time, has now reduced your finances. You can't work the overtime, you can't go to work. If you have a broken leg, you're not going to work. So there are a lot of factors that go into what is an S.H.T.F event. The main breadwinner dies. Now what do you do? So preparing and being ready the best that you possibly can be is just a smart thing to do. It's not about fear. It's not about fear. It's about looking at a situation, realizing we need to be proactive in X, Y, and Z, and then going out and being proactive in X, Y, and Z. Those are the things. Hey, how are you? I'm ready for winter to be over. How about you? Let's hope. But you know what? We always get, March is always a toss-up. There's usually that it'll all melt and it'll look nice, and then we'll have the huge storm that dumps a ton of snow on us. Hey, have a good day. So look at the dogs over here. They're like, hey, excuse me, we're here. Pay attention to us. Hey, Hala! Darn it. Hold on, guys. I wasn't sure if she's going right back to the fence, see? Thank goodness. And the other two are like, what'd you do? That's the second time she's done that now, which is not a good thing. Hold on. Good thing I was watching. Oh my goodness. She cleared that easy. Well, with the snow and everything too, and she's got that pushed down. What did you do? Hella, she's like, please, Daddy, let me go back in. Hella, hold on, Hella. Oh, she's okay. Well, yeah, that works really well, right? Did you see what she did? Look at them. They're like punishing her now. What did you do? Oh my goodness gracious. Okay then. Ay. Sorry guys. But anyway, I'm trying to get back on topic here. I do apologize. Like I said, prepping is a very smart thing to do to be ready for whatever. Anything that's going to give you an advantage in life, I think is important to do so. And this is an advantage that any of us can take that's going to make our lives better. And I think that that's important that we do that. So I think that, in my opinion, I just think it's a smart thing to do. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't make any predictions. I don't say, oh, this is what we got to do, and blah, blah, blah. But there's a lot of information out there, a lot of signs that are saying that things are not in good shape. There's things to be concerned about, obviously. Okay, so those are things that are always going to be concerning. Those are going to be always things to think about, ahead of time, and try to be as ready as we can for those things. But I can tell you this right now. I'm not ever going to be as ready as I want to be. That's a given, okay? But I sleep better at night knowing that I'm more prepared than the average bear. It definitely gives me peace of mind. And peace of mind is an important thing for all of us. If we're stressed out and worried constantly, that's not healthy for you. That's not good for you, So, try to, if you can, pursue things that give you peace, that give you happiness. I'm going to tell you what, this may sound weird coming from a biker. I do a lot of meditation. And I find when I release negative energy out of my body, I feel so much better, if that makes any sense. But it is something that I definitely utilize and use. I'm actually going to be getting back into doing yoga here very soon, just because I find that, to be honest with you, very relaxing as well. It really stretches out your muscles well, and it just makes your life that much better. So there's definitely ways for us all to reduce our stress levels. Find your thing that works for you. Excuse me. Try to reduce your stress levels if you can, because stress will kill you. So you let that stress build up and don't deal with it, or don't focus on how to deal with it. That is something that absolutely will kill you in a heartbeat. No questions asked. That'll be the end of the story. So those are definitely things that we have to have outlets. Sometimes, realistically, you have to turn that television off, because my thing, and this is what I've always said this, we need to question everything. Everything. People like me, you should question people like me. Do your research, do your own stuff, and then, come back. And if I'm wrong about something, like I said, I'll be the first one to say, hey, I was wrong, I apologize, I said something out of turn, and, I was not right. I have no problem doing that, because that's called owning up to what you say. When you have, right now, because of a guest that Joe Rogan had on his podcast, he's doing the apology tour. Okay, that's where he's at right now. I apologize, I wasn't thinking, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to tell you what, if I was Joe Rogan, I wouldn't be apologizing for that, because those people on the left that want to cancel him, they want him gone, they don't care about his apology. He shouldn't apologize at all. What he should say is, and again, this is my opinion, I have different people of different views on my channel. If you like that, great. If you don't, that's too bad. That's your issue. Then don't watch. I've said the same thing on this channel, guys. How many times have I said, and I'm sure a lot of you could say, yeah, it's been quite a few. How many times have I said, if you don't like what I'm saying, or you don't like what I'm doing, or you don't like where my thought process is, don't watch my channel. But see, as adults, we should be able to agree to disagree and find that common ground that keeps us all interested in the same thing. What ties us together with this channel, and this is my opinion, is about prepping and living off-grid. That's the tie. Now, yeah, I share a lot of my thoughts about different things. Some of you may agree with it, some of you may not, and that's okay. I'm not saying you're wrong and I'm right and that's the end of the story. I would never do that. I love a healthy debate if you come at me that way. I have no issue with that whatsoever. I think that's actually very constructive to have those type of debates. But of course, we live in a world now, which is a cancel culture world, where as soon as you disagree, especially with the left, you're canceled. That's it. End of story. And here's something that I find fascinating, and I'm just going to bring this point up for a second. You have certain people, especially if they're right-leaning, if they say something out of turn, they're done. They're out. Gone. Period. Right? But then you have another idiot like Whoopi Goldberg that opens up her mouth and puts her foot in it. Oh, she's getting a 2-week suspension, so she's being punished, and she's contrite, and she's apologized. Why isn't she canceled? Well, because she's on the left. Different mindset, different thought process. We can't cancel Whoopi Goldberg. She's one of those people out there spewing her nonsense, and that's perfectly fine. So those are just some things to think about. I definitely would like to hear your thoughts on this in the comments down below. I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. So the sky is falling. The sky is falling. The sky is falling. All right, guys. Remember, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that out, we're going to be in much better shape. We need to find common ground, my friends. We need to stop letting them divide us over race, religion, political affiliation, the vaxxed and the unvaxxed. Those are nonsensical things that make no difference in the bigger picture. If we come together as human beings, they, and somebody said, who are they? The ones that are really truly pulling the strings. That's who they are. They will tremble in our wake because they know if we organize, they're in trouble. Also remember, guys, hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important. And we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD. Step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that can stop you from reaching your goal is you. That's it. Nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right? I will see you all later. Have a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.